All right, my voice might be dying a little bit. I apologize, but I still want to try and get these done. We're a little behind. So, this one was sent to me. I do not know. This is all I know. This is, I opened up, I'd show you the bag, but it has their address and stuff on it, so no. So this was sent to me. This was actually sent to me by my sister. But anyways, this was sent to me. Let's go ahead and figure out what's in here. So we got nice velvet bag. Velvet's always nice. All right. All right. So they think this is the company thing on it. Liquid core dice. Giant liquid core. So yeah, all right, awesome. Thank you for supporting my small business. Nice. Please don't, yeah, no, bad reviews will kill a small business. It's usually best to ask them first. Now, of course, if they continue to not give you great after service, leave a review. But all right, I'll see if I can get their information if they don't have a piece of paper on it from my sister. So anyways, let's test these dice out. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have. So I'll have to see if I can get the information from her. But so far, we've got a very nice velvet bag, purple color. Velvet bags are always nice. We got a nice little paper showcasing all their different, a few of their different coming up sets. Now, let's check the actual dice, shall we? I'm always tempted when I struggle with these just to grab a knife and cut it open. I'm very violent. There we go. So each one looks like it comes individually wrapped, which is usually a good thing for, well, protecting a dice. All right. So it looks like this is the D20. Ooh. They look like molten core dice. Molten core is always very pretty. Big fan of molten core. Let's get that to, ooh. That is very nice. So it looks like we got a dragon's eye in there. You can kind of see it. Of course, it's always going to point up, and because this camera's at an angle, you're not going to get as much of that effect, but that is very, very pretty. See how it feels. Slides off the hand real nice. Feels pretty good. Pretty sure they're resin dice, but they're sanded, so they're not like sharp edged. Very nice mold. Really good on the painted colors. Ooh. That's a nice 20. Got the all-seeing eye and an all-seeing dragon eye. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Ooh, each one's different. So here we got the D4. They're not D4. I apologize. D6. Hi, I've only been playing D&D games like forever. So there you can kind of see it floating in its bubble. That's how it gets its effect. And then That's the emblem on this one. Very pretty, very nice. I almost wonder... They might be, but I'm going to open a few more before I make that guess. We've got an eye in a sword, all-seeing eye in the pyramid. All right, this one, from the feel of it, is the 1d12. Again, really beautiful the way it balances. Doesn't look like this one got an emblem. It's just numbers. But that's okay. It's still really pretty. And that eye is just really well done. And the way it fractures under the resin crystal. Very nice. Very nice. All right, this one feels like a D8. Was I correct by just feeling it? Yep, this one's a D8. Sorry I gotta open these off screen, but the smaller baggies are a little bit harder to play with. Oh, especially fitting them out and around. Alright, so yep, this is a D8. Again, no new symbol for this one, but dang, that is pretty. Oh, that is really pretty. And then you can't see it. And if I move the screen, it won't work anyways. But like the light is hitting this and like glancing off in different angles and making some really pretty, you can kind of see right there. Woo! It's making some pretty designs as well. All right, so. All right, this one I think is the D4. No, maybe. Okay, yes, it is the D4. This is a weird. All right, so this is a slightly different shaped D4 than what I'm used to. It's elongated instead of, I guess that's so that way it doesn't point straight up. So it might be more of a, because it'll always be at an angle. Yeah, it looks like, yeah. And so that way this will most likely be what's up instead of that point. So, okay, so this is kind of a safer design of the D4 instead of the caltrop. I like it. I like it. No new symbol for this one, but oh, that is pretty. You get a little bit better look at the eye. Looks like we got a bubble, but that's not that bad. I'll still take it. It's very pretty. And again, I really like that. Oh, that time it rolled pointing up. But again, if you step on it, it's just going to fold down. Yep. So it's a much safer than the normal caltrop design you get. All right, so let's place the 4 facing up. So far, that's all the highest numbers here. So these are going to be the 2 D10s. One that's the D10's place, one that's the D1's place. I hope my voice isn't too bad for you guys. I apologize. I didn't mean to get sick. I hate getting sick, really. Ooh, so these. Yep, so here's the D10. Here's the eye inside. Again, really pretty. Because of the angle of the glass, you get a little bit more of an idea of what the eye looks like. Oh, that's fun. That is really pretty. Let's open this last one. So these are the dragon dice. And again, I'll get from my sister the name of the company. I don't think I still have the paper bag it arrived in, or the wrapping it arrived in. I didn't really read it. I just she told me, I'm sending you a package. And I'm like, okay. And then the package arrived. I'm like, is this from you? And she's like, yes. So. And then when I felt the felt bag, I'm like, this feels like dice in here. Do you want me to use it in a dice review? And she's like, yes. So I was like, okay. All right, so let's go, because I've got the D100 system, the percentile system. Let's go ahead and try these suckers out. 63. All right, so these two, at first I thought it was some sort of D&D god. Like each one was going to be a different, because that kind of looks like Imoday, I guess Pathfinder, so Imoday's symbol. I wonder if it is Imoday's symbol from Pathfinder. Day. I probably spelled that wrong. I did. Let's try Imoday. I'm typing on my it's like up on the side to like clear as much of the desk as possible. So alright, Pathfinder. Iomedae. Okay, Iomedae is her name. What is Iomedae's symbol? Alright, almost. So this Iomedae is a sword in the sun, but there's no eye. So I still don't know if this is one that's from... It reminded me of Iomedae, but that's probably because I'm replaying Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, but I really like those two symbols. I'm a little sad that it didn't continue on to each one. Like each one had its own symbol. Like, yeah, it's okay. Like these are still really, really pretty, but I think that was a missed opportunity, especially if they're going to do it on the D20 and the D6. It would have been fun to have it on the D8, the D12. Maybe not the D4, you could get away with it, but it might still have been fun. At least, you know, maybe something like that on here. I don't know. I don't know how hard that would be. I don't make dice. So I'm really happy with what I got. That's just an idea if the person ever sees this or what have you. Maybe that's an idea. If not, don't take that at two. That's not like a negative on the critic. That's just an idea. It would have been fun. I kind of was expecting it. Probably didn't help that I opened these two first. But yeah, no, I really like this one. I don't know if this is like a new design that's becoming more common or what have you. But I as someone who has repeatedly stepped on D4s, and even on my earlier ones, I've talked about how one of them, like the gold fleckered one, was just like asking to be in pain. This is really nice how it's set up in a way where it's not going to be as dangerous to step on as stepping on any of these other dice would be. That being said, they feel very nice in the roll. They feel very nice in the roll. I'm probably going to use this one to help me make a hex, do random rolls on a hex map tonight for my D&D game, because that's something that needs to be done. And they're also really pretty, so like, yeah, we'll give you an idea on that. But yeah, I'll get the name from my sister, and we'll get these suckers up. Oh, they are really pretty, though. Look how pretty they are. So yeah, thank you. I don't know their name. Sadly, this is a very great place to put your name. I know you're expecting that people who bought this probably already know who you are, but there's people like me who are, being sent this by family members or by his gifts and stuff, who, down the road, maybe I'd like to buy another set of this. But, so it's a good idea next time. Put your name in here. Maybe an email address, something to help me look up and find who you are, especially if you have a website. Which it kind of looks like you do, because this, so far, it looks very professional. The only thing, there was no card, there was no way to contact or know who this is from. So take that as a criticism. Besides that, like, the dice themselves are beautiful. The dice bag matches wonderfully. This is a very nice set. I'm probably not going to throw this in the DMs box, just because this is a set that I definitely want to keep together. And they're really, really pretty. And the dice box tends to, separate dice very quickly, very, very easily. So these ones are going to be going in the baggie and then inside the dice box to, just kind of keep them together, because they're a very pretty set. Like I said, the main real complaint I have, and this is from the put your name. Own the fact that you made a really pretty product. Own the fact that you made a nice product, and just put the name on this. That way, if people get it as a present, I just threw the D20 on there. Now they're definitely been Christian, because one of them have already accidentally fallen on the ground. And that's how you know. Ooh. And so they fit between the toes pretty nicely when you use the toes to pick them up. Yes, I use my toes to pick up dice when they fall. It's what you get for being barefoot all the time, which I like to be. Anyways, you have a wonderful and blessed day. I'm going to try and get from my sister the contact information for this dice group. Thank you, and be blessed.